Hello peasants of YouTube, welcome to another That's Just Joe video. I'm Joe and that's about it. So we had some interesting news yesterday regarding the new DC universe, DC Studios with James Gunn and Peter Safran, I believe it is. James Gunn recently jumped on Twitter and basically the hashtag release the Ayer cut and save Legends of Tomorrow hashtag have been trending on Twitter. Basically, people want the David Ayer cut of the Suicide Squad, the original Suicide Squad, to release and obviously save Legends of Tomorrow, which was a CW show set in the DC universe, which a lot of people loved. But he came onto Twitter recently and had this to say. This is quite weird because this is an official co-CEO of DC Studios who will be looking at the future of these characters, these properties, and he's basically talked about it on Twitter, about the Ayer cut and Save Legends of Tomorrow. So here on Twitter he's said, opened up Twitter at the end of long creative weekend to see the many tweets to save Legends of Tomorrow and release the Ayer cut, and fan support for other DC projects over the years. I'm guessing that includes like Supergirl and Arrow and all those CW shows, basically. Batwoman especially, because that was cancelled I think it was just under a year ago. The majority of these requests were enthusiastic and respectful. I have to say, the Ayer cut fans, the Ayer fans, whatever, they're a lot nicer than the Snyder Cut fans, I'll tell you that. He goes on to say, as the new and first ever CEOs of DC Studios, Peter Safran and I think it's important we acknowledge you, the fans, and let you know we hear your different desires for the pathways forward for DC. Now, when I was reading this at first, I was like, oh, are they doing it? Are they releasing the Ayer cut? Are they going to save Legends tomorrow? Is Batwoman coming back? But it goes on to say, although our ability to interact on Twitter has been lessened due to the workload of our new positions, we are listening and open to everything as we embark on this journey, and will continue to do so for the next few years. So this seems like James Gunn is confirming they are listening to the fans this time. I think it's sort of a good thing. Marvel's done it. They listen to the fans, and for some reason the fans are never happy in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, me included. Remember when everyone was like, oh, the guy from The Office should play Mr. Fantastic, and he did, and he came back, and then people were like, well, he's Mr. Fantastic, and Kevin Feige was like, no, he might not be, and now we're all like, oh, well, we love him. Anyway, don't know where that was going, but it's interesting to see that he's just openly admitting on Twitter that they are listening to the fans. He continues to say, but all our initial focus is on the story going forward, hammering out the new DC universe and telling the biggest story ever told across multiple films, television shows, and animated projects. So that's quite interesting, that animated projects thing. If you don't know, Warner Brothers Animation, I think it was like shut down or it was cut back. They used to do like the Batman, comic book adaptations into animation form. They did a lot of those, and they were released on oh god, that's a bit raunchy down there. Let's pause that. But they used to do that, so it's interesting to hear that they're going to continue animation in some sort of way. If that's film or television, I don't know, but that's really interesting to hear. But obviously James Gunn, what he's saying here and what he will say in the last bit of the thread is that they are looking forward, not back. And he says, we invite all the DC fandoms from across the multiverse and everyone else as well into this new universe. We can't wait to reveal more. So basically James Gunn has come out and just said flat out, we are probably not going to release an Ayer cut. We're not going to save Legends of Tomorrow. We're not bringing back Batwoman. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. And he's basically saying to the fans, the different DC fandoms, as he calls them, that we are looking forward to the future of building a new DC universe. And the way he says across the multiverse is interesting. So it looks like their plan is not to just be, we're one contained universe, like Marvel, like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, that is completely over now. But it looks like he's also said, and everyone else as well, into this new universe. So they're creating a multiverse DC Cinematic Universe. So we're just starting straight away. So not every single project is going to be connected or set in the same world. You know, like Joker and the Batman and the Suicide Squad, they'll be all separate. They don't have to interconnect, which is what I hoped, actually. I really hope DC just does its own thing. I really want to go back to those days. Remember when Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire used to come out, and then there was Ang Lee's Hulk, then there was Blade, then there was this, then there was that. They were just not in the same cinematic universe. They were in their own little bubbles and in their own universes. Like the Batman. The Batman has been confirmed to just be in its own little bubble universe, Gotham City. Hence the Penguin show happening, and I think Arkham Asylum show and a GCPD show, but all set in the Batman universe. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where James and Peter go with the DC Studios format. And I'm really, really hoping it is what I'm thinking. And it's just making the universes of each character and their villains and their allies and everything just in their own little bubble universe. It's working for the Batman. I guess a lot of the Snyder fans are going to be a little bit disappointed because it looks like they're moving away from the DCEU, which was the DC Expanded Universe. But you still got your Superman, you still got your Black Adam, you still got Ben Affleck coming back as Batman in The Flash. I have no idea what The Flash is going to be, but I feel like, talking of The Flash, I feel like they're going to use that film to kind of catapult into this multiverse saga. So they're really going to go, well, he's just caused the multiverse or something like that. They're going to explain it in that film. And I think The Flash is going to be very important in telling that story, that not everything is set in the same universe. Tell me, what do you think of James Gunn's comments? Overall, it's nice to see that he's interacting with his fans still, even though he's become co-CEO or CEO of DC Studios. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like the video and make sure you subscribe. And remember, may the force be with you. Wrong film.